Hey guys, I need you to talk about the story that we just finished and remember to use your talk moves and to also talk about the character relationships in the story.
Well, first of all, I was really happy that we got to read this story, Carrots, because I really liked the other stories that we were reading about Will earlier in the year. How old did you guys think that he was in this story? Do you think he's like middle school or elementary school? Because we read two different ones before.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same thing because it feels like he's eating his carrots like a really young kid,
Right.
but then he's also very self-aware. Like his inner dialogue, he's like, "Wait, I've done this before and it hasn't been a problem. Why is he yelling like this
Yeah.
time?" Like he's really thinking through this a lot. He's really analytical.
Maybe he's a sixth grader. Like, because sixth graders, they're still, kind of have that elementary feel to them. So maybe he's still a younger sixth grader because he's still eating with his hands. And he's
Yeah.
a boy. Boys like
Yeah.
to eat with their hands.
Seriously, yeah.
So I really was obviously focusing on the relationship with him and his dad, and I felt really bad for him with how his dad was acting here.
Yeah, and I agree because I feel like the dad at first was really unnecessary in how he reacted to him. And at first I didn't really understand that until we got into more of his development.
I was also kind of wondering about the relationship between the dad and the mom. Because on line 5 he says he doesn't know Ross, his mother had said, seemingly surprised his mother had said seemingly surprised herself by the outburst. And I don't really think of that as an outburst.
Right.
So it's like, is she not used to speaking up to him? Or like
I was thinking that
really
too.
Awkward relationship.
Maybe the mom plays. Maybe she's more in the background. Like like sometimes a lot like the dad is more.
The disciplinarian.
Yeah, he's more of the disciplinarian, so he's like the one that is actually doing the talking, and since you can tell that he's very frustrated clearly because he's yelling about carrots.
Right.
So maybe he's the person that normally does all the talking. The mom is kind of in the background, kind of like, yes, honey, because she's like, he doesn't know Ross, so.
When we got to the end, I was really glad that the dad went into his room and kind of apologized. And
Yes.
I don't know, being a parent, it really made me think like, oh man, how many times do I do this and I apologize to my kids and they seem fine, but then I still feel really guilty about it, especially when it's been like a frustrating day
Right.
at work and having to deal with things that were frustrating there and different issues, and then just coming home and my kids do one thing and I kind of explode at them, even though it's just something trivial like this, like eating with their hands
Right.
with carrots.
Right.
So I feel bad for the dad too, because I think that he's probably feeling really guilty about that.
Right. He could, and if you look at his background, so maybe he's overworked. Like the dad is overworked. Maybe he has a stressful job because I want to say, didn't one of the lines say something about something that happened at the office? So clearly he has some stress going on at his office that he's not, releasing on his way home, but he's bringing it into the home or whatever because he's yelling at his son about something, like you said, trivial like carrots.
And I think we can tell that this is not normal for him to
Right.
be this stressed out because
Right.
he says he feels the sweetness of his father's presence. Then he would never be alone again because his dad would always be there. But then on the front side it said it wasn't the old anger righting an actual wrong. Like he was used to his dad like getting onto him who's actually doing something
Right.
wrong because that's what parents do, they correct. But this
Right.
was just like seemed totally out of the blue for him. He didn't know what to do.
And to add on to that, the next sentence it says it was something else that had nothing to do with carrots. So he finally understood, and he's had that reflection of, okay, it's probably not me.
Yeah. So I'm thinking he must be older than, either sixth grade or older to be able to kind of wrap his head around.
Yeah,
process that
I
process.
agree with
Yeah.
that, for him to be able to understand that.